Good morning, Salt and Light family. Happy Saturday. I have another healthy cooking video for you to show you how I make overnight oats. And of course, you can change up the flavors as you'd like. But today I'm going to do it with, I have like 4 leftover peaches and some of the juices in there. As well as right there I have an open container of blackberries, which were on sale at Fresh Market. And they're actually organic, which is healthier and a better version. But it is a little more because it takes longer to do organic food and the processes and the government regulations to keep the food pure. So this is peaches in actually heavy syrup. So I'm going to use a little bit of this, like cut my sugar in half because you do need to sweeten it a little bit. You can use coconut sugar, regular sugar, or you can use honey, and I'm going to use honey today a little bit. But so what I'm going to do is take some old-fashioned Quaker oats. I got these. This is my second container. They were on BOGO like 2 months ago, and I'm still eating them. But I really like the ones I get from Aldi, which is a bigger container and it's cheaper. But I had seen these on BOGO. I said, well, I'll go ahead and try and see if Quaker oats. I grew up on Quaker oats, so I love it. Probably the instant oats are better. It works quicker, but I always do the old-fashioned just to give it time to soak everything up. So this is how I do it. I don't always measure everything. It's just kind of, I eyeball it, as we say. And I'm going to show you what I put in mine. So usually I just pour it out by hand, but I'm going to do this to be a little bit neater. So I usually put in at least 2 cups of oats. As you can see, well, this is not scooping it as good as I thought it would, so I'm just going to pour it like I do to save time. But that rolled oats container from Aldi is actually empty. I was going to put just some stuff in it and use it as a container. Well, actually, let me put some more. So I'm covering the peaches, which will be at the bottom, and sometimes I do that. I'll put fruit at the bottom and then fruit on the top, and then you just smooth it out. Hope you can see this okay. And usually what I do is I put either a little sprinkle of sugar or honey. So I'm just gonna, actually I'll do a tiny bit and then I'll do another drizzle at the end because that's how I like to get stuff to stick. Alright, so another thing I use is chia seeds. And I got these from Publix. Chia seeds are very good. They're healthy for you, and they also expand in your body as they get wet. So it's another form of like protein, helps you feel full. You could put these in smoothies as well. So I put a couple of sprinkles of chia seeds, but I also got this on sale at Fresh Market, and it's basically dried coconut, and you could eat this on cereal. You could put it in smoothies. You could eat it on ice cream. But I'm going to put it here because I love coconut. So I'm kind of making a little bit of a tropical coconut, peach, blackberry, more fruity. But these are so good once they sit. So then let's put some blackberries on here. And I love blackberries. They remind me of the berries we used to pick off of the bushes in the woods when we were kids. I don't think they're the same thing, but they taste just alike. So, and I've eaten half of these blackberries, but fruit is really good for you. I know Daniel used fruit in a lot of his fast, fruits and vegetables. So isn't that pretty already? All right, and another thing I like to do is sprinkle cinnamon. I'm a big cinnamon nut. I put it in my coffee. I put it on my oatmeal, and of course I cook with it. So we got cinnamon. Another thing I use, which you may think is weird, but it works good because you would put it in your smoothies. It's kind of an older container, but I'm still eating it up or drinking it up. But it's protein and vitamin, but it also has a little bit of collagen in it. So I just sprinkle a little bit on top. So that's good for your skin, your hair, your nails. All right. And I'm going to do a little bit more coconut. And then a little bit of honey. to, the honey kind of helps stick the stuff to the vegetables and things. I mean, not the vegetables, the fruits. So I'll have the honey and the sweetness from what's left of the peach juice. Now, a lot of people like to use, I'm going to get the lid over here. A lot of people like to use almond milk or oat milk, but if you look at a lot of your almond and oat milk and cashew milk, they have a lot of oils added to them, like canola, just all the bad seed oils, soybeans, safflower. That is not good for you, and it will swell you up and cause inflammation. So if you're going to use almond milk or coconut milk, make sure it's just pure and there's no added oils. I know Elmhurst is a good brand, so I use just regular whole milk, and this is the milk from Aldi's. And my little Rubbermaid container I got on BOGO. Alright, so then take your spoon, or you can take a little fork or whatever. I've even used my fingers before and just move this around, because this way you want the oats to get wet and go to the bottom of your dish. Because I have once or twice dug down in there and I realized some of the oats didn't get soaked. So I think we're good though, because there's Peaches. See, a peach is popping up right there. Peach is like, put me on camera. Okay, Peach. So I'm going to do just a tiny bit more. Just move it around. So imagine that's peach, blackberry, coconut, and then there's cinnamon and honey. Okay. So then I'm going to take top of my Rubbermaid, and I'm just gonna click it down. Sometimes I have to push to click this down, and occasionally I've put too much milk in there and it overflows a little bit, and it could happen. But anyways, I'm gonna click it later on and then stick it in the refrigerator. But these are the ingredients that I've used, not this one this time. So once this goes out, I'll probably get this one again, because I actually get more for my money. And then I get chia seeds, coconut flakes, cinnamon. If you want, you could put ginger in there. You could put whatever flavors you like. So again, this is our little fun journey together to try to be healthy. Another thing I have done on this, it's just popping in my mind, is I've used like cherries before. You could either use just plain cherries out of the bag, or you could use maraschino cherries and a little bit of chocolate syrup, and it tastes like a Black Forest cake. You can put chocolate chips in here and banana. I've done banana and chocolate syrup because I love chocolate covered bananas. And you could also throw nuts in here, like walnuts or pecans. Sometimes you could turn it into a vegetable, you know, like maybe put some carrots, but I don't know if you'd want to do that. I keep mine more of the fruit version because this is how I get my fruit in. And again, you could put some protein powder in there, or you could put some collagen in here, which is good for your skin, hair, and nails. And just stick it in your refrigerator and let it sit overnight, or let it sit for at least 6 to 8 hours. And a lot of times this is what I eat on for like almost a week, or at least half a week. And it's very filling and it's good for you. So I hope you enjoyed this of my overnight oats, and let me know in the comments how you would fix your oats or what ideas you have, because I'd sure like to try them. Have a blessed day, and I will see you soon.